Hello everyone, this is Toyo from Hokago Card Time, and welcome to the first ever episode of 50 and 5, a series where we take a look at a deck from standard or premium and break it down in around 5 minutes. Today's 50 and 5 features a deck from V Extra Booster 05 Primary Melody. This is Melody Aggro for standard. So let's get right into it with Melody Aggro, how it works, our main game plan, and how we aim to win. Starting with our grade trees, colorful Pastorale, Sonata, and Caro. Sonata and Caro both are pretty similar cards. They let us swing faced with huge columns, 50k, 60k, 70k columns on turn 4 or so, which is insane for standard. Sonata gains 5k during your turn and is shared with all your units with Melody. This means if you have 2 Sonatas, all your Melodies get 10k, 15k with 3, and it just keeps climbing. Caro does nearly enough the same thing, gives all your Melodies boost and 5k when boosting, which just lets you go crazy with the numbers. Their Vanguard skills are also important to keep the deck going. Sonata, Dual Blast to call a Melody off the top of your deck. Caro finds another copy of herself when you ride her for Soul Blast 2. Just keep churning through the deck, blessing and recovering advantage. Sonata and Caro basically just give your whole field a massive power boost. Since the melody effects stack with each other, this means you have 3 Caros, all your melodies in the back row can boost, and they gain 15k when boosting. Massive 28k power for no cost. Makes a 38k column with a grade 2, 48k with a force marker. If you have a column of 2 melodies, it gets even more ridiculous, since Sonata gives them power continuously. A board of 2 Caros and 2 Sonatas gives 20k to your back row melody and 10k to your front row. A 56k column with no force marker, which is absolutely backbreaking even for protect decks. So that's the main game plan of our deck. Beat them with huge columns once we hit grade 3, but because we're an aggro deck, our curve starts sooner than grade 3. For our grade 2s, we have a suite of strong +1s in Liselotte, Minne, and Brume. Liselotte, one of the best cards in standard. On place, you check the top card of your deck, you call it to rearguard circle for free. Get the advantage train rolling as early as turn 1, thanks to our other skill, and you can also soul charge in a pinch. Really solid card for beating over protect decks, swinging early before they can stabilize. Minne, one of the main reasons to play this deck. Because both of our grade 3s can search themselves, she's usually just counter best 1 for a +1. Shuffle away a trigger or an extra grade 3. Keeps you in the game against Protect, and just gives you so much hand sculpting. You can also play her early if you open multiples, just by riding her and calling the other one. Brume, kind of an odd choice, basically just there for filler. She's a 15k body during the opponent's turn, but what we really care about is that on-hit draw. When you're swinging with magic 33k, 43k columns, the on-hit draw lets us draw into more shield, more sonatas, more caros, just keep plussing. Our great ones follow a similar theme of easy plussing to keep beating their vanguard with. They mostly refund themselves when played, like Toria, which is a Jeffrey clone. You play her early for the pressure and eventually get a filter draw, lets us aggro early without getting punished. Ciel, we play 4 of, mostly just to see her early, since she is less useful in the late game. Just find another Caro or Sonata, basically a +1 when played. Second skill also lets you get away from damage denial. Finally, our last 6 slots, 3 copies of Stezza and Spiana, our grade 3 recyclers. Stezza is the better Toria, but since she only works on Vanguard and is much slower, you don't want to see her as often. A draw 2 is still super strong though, especially in a deck like ours. We fill the hand that we used to rush with and not die to the opponent's power lanes. Spiana, nice CC in a pinch, let's return to grade 3 as well. Triggers, 8 crit, 4 draw perfect. Not much to say here, just run as many crits as you can to kill the opponent as early as possible. So this deck, like the name implies, you mostly want to be the aggressor. Your grade 1s and grade 2s are all easy +1s, so you can play them early and start swinging at their vanguard, just pressuring them as early as possible. Make them drop shield or force them to take damage, so your big columns later on are more threatening. Cards like Ciel and Brume gives you a bit of flexibility by stopping the opponent from attacking your rear guards, so that way you don't have to worry about damage denial or losing rears to attacks. Soul is somewhat of an issue since Ciel and Sonata both cost Soul West 1, and Caro is a Soul West 2 when ridden, but that's why we have Liselotte, which can just soul charge in a pinch. And that is Melody Aggro for standard. I think this is gonna be one of the most dominant decks in standard. It has a really strong win con with the 70k columns, and it also has a strong early game to deal with oracles and angels. Not to mention, you have so much draw power you don't die to other force decks. It's almost like a better Neon Nectar or a better Spike Brothers, just absolutely crazy power backed with one of the strongest plus engines in standard. So, let me know what you guys think down below. If you have any suggestions for the deck or this channel, if you like this style of deck profile and whatnot. This has been Toyo, and see you next time. Bye bye.